Great and beautiful morning and evening to you all, wherever you are joining me at this hour. Welcome to 321 edition of Investdata Trade Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, the market across the world, including this NGS today, was seeing a mixed market. NGS is in green as we speak at this hour. We're seeing US market also in green, while Asia and Europe market are still missed as we speak right away. But the good news is that today is the last trading day of the week, and also all eyes on what on the symposium that is going on, among the West, the West Central Bank's, chairman or governors to be speaking on how the focus going to the future. You don't forget that most of them there was a pause. There was a 25 basic point hike, and also some are proposing a pause in their common meeting. They are meeting together to see where they will go from here. Sensing another second wave of inflation coming up from what is happening with grain D. At the same time, also oil price remaining above $80. These are the concerns about this symposium. We expect the Fed chairman to speak, and I tell you that have checked the mood of the market after seeing a matured market even across them. We saw that because of the impressive number from Vivida, tech company that has beat focus after they are forecasted that they are going to grow their Q2 with almost 50%. They did, and that also don't forget that this company is also going to what intelligent this artificial intelligence. These are also what is driving the tech. That's what all the market across the world. On Thursday, we'll see them closing report. I'll tell you, as focus shift to this meeting today, you can see that most of the market are missed, but US has inched up a little. We'll see a slight or kind of a little uptrend in US across the three major indices in US. For that of Asia, we'll see a mixed trend, and all that of because all eyes are the outcome of this meeting today, because this really to see what the this Western world central banks governors will be going to the future, especially as we are entering the month of September, where the next policy meeting will be coming up. What will be the direction? That's why they are waiting to hear from the Fed chairman, and also the European Central Bank also governor also speaking, and others in that zone will be talking. These are why all eyes are in that direction to expect that investors, don't forget that market players, they read all these statements and react to it. That's why you, as a trader or investor, yes, after looking at your fundamental, your technical analysis, this is why also you also think, outside the box, what is happening around you, and the reality on ground. That is why I believe that this is what we are expecting to investors to be doing. And this meeting today, what come out of it will go a long way to influence decision of many investors. Yes, we have seen that in recent time, we are seeing a yield in different markets becoming attractive. That also shake the equity space, but we are seeing also the position that some of them are looking at what is inflation doing, what is this yield in the we are seeing in the treasury market, especially the money market. We are seeing that some environment bond market have remained very quiet and very bearish, but people are looking at which sector will be reposition your portfolio to hedge against inflation. At the same time, which sector is that they have the potential that will support their the earnings power, which also at the end of the day will support price and payout. These are the things that are also going around not only Nigeria or other market. For me, investors should not panic, but rather take information. Also, don't be greedy. Know exactly when to take profit. This will go a long way, to guide you. Like I said earlier, that the tech, the tech rally has some kind of short-lived because of the outcome. All eyes on the outcome of the meeting today, and that is what is going on. That also shaped many markets, like I said earlier. That they are all some of them are already in a mixed direction. We are seeing the reversing the gain they had on Thursday, opening in a lower direction. Especially Asia, we see that most stocks in Asia market, we are seeing them also pulling back this morning because of what all eyes are on this Jackson hold symposium that is also holding today, where the policy managers will be given a clue, especially monetary policy managers or lawmakers will be given a or policy makers, sorry, will be given a clue of what will happen in the next next future. These are what is also shaping the market. But I believe that why the positive earnings from the chips makers and other tech companies have also have slowed down because of sentiment has changed. No, but I believe that those results that are coming, these are the last lap of most results that are coming from this domain. And don't forget that it's also all eyes here in Nigeria are also looking at the last of these results that come from the first year banks. Also, they're also running up there. But most of the regional stock market in that Asia market are still very mixed. While some of them are weak because of what all eyes on this or what will be the outcome of this meeting. But I believe that Asia stock that just slide was a result of what profit taking, and all eyes are looking at most of these artificial intelligent tech companies, how they're going to go around this time. But if you look at the Japan stock market was also a pullback there just because of the profit taking that hit the tech company that just rallied recently, and also put those that market in this direction right away. Now also the worsening China trade report or tied with China trade report and the tie with Germany is also influencing all those ones because Germany also looking at Germany economy is shaking, and also we're seeing that their major partner in trade is to China. They also the demand or the purchasing power of gold there are still not too strong, even when government trying to stimulate the economy by cutting it and all those stuff. These are the things they're all looking around to see or continue how will the economy globally will go from here. And I tell you that the central banks will give a risk signal, what go from here. So we are all focused on that signal on that central bank meeting today to give an but also if you look at the oil market, you can see that yes, oil market is heading to another 2 weeks. And despite we are seeing the price pitching up this morning to trade around the 83.89 dollar per barrel as we speak. But I'll tell you because of the weak global outlook as reviewed by the global purchasing manager index that came contrasting and also very weak. These are the things that are avoiding even when the continued threat in Ukraine and Russia also persisted, and that also is part of what is also we're saying to try to see another second wave of inflation because if they did still remain that price of things are going up. But this morning we can see that high strong dollar also is also affecting the green market because the higher we see the dollars also have moved up in international market this morning. See a stronger dollar in the market. That's also will affect commodity market in terms of demand because of a stronger dollar. These are the things that is affecting the market as we speak globally. But if you also look at what is happening around the European market, like I said earlier, European market is still very mixed. But for me, we don't need to panic much for those that are in that zone. That's why we're seeing the stocks also trying to they extend their 3 weeks decline in that environment. Despite the little rally they saw within the week, is still about. We believe that that the energy, if they get their energy where plans are on the project very well, it's likely to boost the market going to the future because I think they are looking inward to make sure that they are not dependent on any zone for energy. If they get it right, that will also reflect on what is happening in that zone. But don't forget that I feel like Germany is one of the strongest economy there. But when you see Germany data look coming in this weak direction, it's also send a signal for what is happening, and that is why these ECB policymakers are also very at this time very alert to see what they can adjust their policy and see because the economy there is deteriorating and that also a good prospect for that zone. I think that these are why they are thinking to pause their rate hike in their next meeting. But I think this meeting they are having will give a clue where all the banks in the Western zone are focused in terms of rate hike and all those stuff. And I believe that if they are going to heed to what World Bank advice on suspending or kind of start easing rate so that economy can expand, let's see what will come out from this meeting. And that is the mode of market in that zone. Like I said, Friday today is the last trading day. I tell you all eyes on what is going to happen in the market today. That also will give a clue what investors also will be doing at the end of the day. And for me, and those that are in this class, we don't need to panic. Even our market, we are seeing a kind of a little kind of rebound this morning trading here. And we saw what happened yesterday. We saw market reacting toward the outcome of the last JGB primary market option where we saw adjustment in rate. You can see how rate can also trigger flow of funds from one instrument to another, from one investment window to another. But in all this, you as a trader investor that have been in this class, I always say that you must look at this data and analyze the data very well so that it will guide you to know exactly what to do with your position. And now that we are seeing a trend changing, and like I said, even in the US now, like I said, the market there are inch up already as we speak. But you can see all eyes are still on different development. We are seeing some announcement of new merger coming up, even as key focused on what on the decision that on the switch that will come from the Fed chairman today and others. That is what is also driving the market right away in that environment. But nevertheless, investors are still waiting to see what the speed look like. But there's also a major talk between an online lending company with others. That major talk also is part of what also supported the market. And I told you that earlier, day for the sorry for yesterday, day for yesterday, that this merger news also is another way of shaping the market. That is why you as investors should know where to shop in this environment. Even as you navigate the market, uncertainty, there are sectors and areas where you should shop. You shop how to shop, in value companies and also company that has potential to rebound. You must shop very well now that you are seeing this half year result of this company to give insight to see how you can also position in sectors or companies that will give you a higher return. That's why, for those that are in premium class tomorrow, we're having a guest speaker that's taking us on what on navigating, this uncertain environment, this changing macroeconomic data, and how to shop for value and also for higher return. The remaining days of this quarter and the rest of the year, you need to be in that section. The guest speaker is also an MD of a stockbroking firm that also understand the market, also playing it actively. He want to share his own thoughts, his own understanding, so that I tell you, when you see like mind coming together in an investment community like this to share knowledge, it helps you also to fine tune your position and also give you more confidence to who you are holding and also to sell what you are selling. These are important way. It also take advantage of to grow your knowledge, and also those that also have access the last video how to trade online on your own. I think the response we're getting, the feedback we're getting, so that people appreciate that video. If you have not gotten one, this opportunity for you to get one, it's going to help. Even though you have been trading online before now, that video will help you to to open your eyes to other things that you don't know, so that at the end of the day you know the right time to be in the market. There's a particular time as a trader that you should be in the market. How do you take advantage of those information? You need to be in the market to read that, and also need to get the video also to understand all these things, and that will help you also to kind of better your work in the investment decision. As I've said earlier, for me, there's no cause for alarm in this market. What we do, we must also fine tune our decision at any given time, so that we'll be the right position at the right time. Once we get it right, there's no cause for alarm. Yes, coming back to look at what is happening in our local market here, because this is our own palace, we must start from home. Let's look at also what is happening in the market we are trading. You and I are trading that. We are here 2-4. The market, I said it at the beginning that our market here has opened today in green to kind of cut the pullback we saw yesterday. We saw the market gyrating yesterday, even to break out the 60,000 mark, touching almost 60,185.04. It tells you that the market was really on fire yesterday at the early hour of the trade, till midday. Just because they had the technical analysis doing the class would have been a very powerful class for you to understand what I saw that period. The market was at that midday. The market touched aside that before pulling back on profit taking, and we saw sellers, kind of taking advantage of the hike that we saw in this in the interest rate, or from treasury. That really changed the mood of the market. We are seeing investors trying to sell some of their position to move into some of the to move into those instruments. Not forgetting that as investor, there are a lot of things to look when you are investing or trading. It depends on your source of income. For those that are really having access to to what I call cheap funds, especially the big money deposit bank, they can easily switch to fixed income or treasury with such yield, because they have a lot of money to invest. Or some also fund manager can do that, but also they look at what is in for them. There you have seen that the bond market has been a bit dull, like I said earlier, and bearish. But we are seeing that this return on yield has also boosted the treasury bill. We saw it across the tenors, like across the tenor, both the 91 days, 182 days, and also 364 days. We saw that there's an increase in this in their rate for this last option. That really attracted the fund going to that area. But I feel that those also that are considering the inflation also, are looking at no matter the right hike, the inflation has above 24%, who's almost at 24.1, is also a threat to that. And also those yield or those window, the forecast or the future is still missed in terms of right. It might be the next 30B option. We are seeing a pullback, a kind of adjustment down because of what the government also is targeting to to make sure that the high inflation pressure is down, and also want to put the economy so that interest rate are almost at 18.75 is high. I believe that if that happen, that the government also reduce their borrowing in the fixed income market or treasury bill, that will also bring the land. For that, many of these fund managers are still thinking where to look at, and also seeing that on the strength of the numbers that come so far, we have seen that about it is 58 to 60% beat their forecast for half year. Why about 40 to 45 also posted really disturbing numbers as a result of what the impact of inflation on exchange rate, which has affected most of the cost of those that have foreign loan and all those stuff. But as we speak now, we are seeing that the portfolio reshuffling has also continued, but those are looking at which of these sectors, which of these industries, which of the companies has value, where they can be positioning now. I think that is why you see this morning market have tried to open in the green down here. For me, it's a good one for our market. Right away, the NSE NGS is doing 65,544, which is for 12 basic index. While the market is up by 142.18 basic point, representing 0.18, almost a 0.2 as we speak now. We're having a 23 gainers against 14 losers. You can see that the swing has changed. We saw a pullback more about almost more than 36 losers yesterday against those 19 gainers. This morning we are seeing changing, and also we are seeing also buying interest coming back to some of the stuff that we're going to chat on this platform before the end of the day. It's very, very important. Now, among the top losers, we are seeing that Ikeja Hotel is leading that pack, followed by Mutual Benefit. We are seeing also Guinea Insurance, Lasaco, and also Regency Insurance. You can see profit taking on this local stock is also happening for people to the position ahead of. Also, there's also another basic information that we need to also know concerning the insurance company. The insurance company, they're rolling out, the insurance sector, the Nikon is rolling out a master plan again in the month of October. That will tell you that as we are seeing a change in terms of premium, as they rolling out more master plan coming with another idea, that will also make that sector attractive. As you are seeing this price of insurance company, at this level, actually that since you know what is driving their performance, their numbers, you may also take advantage of the pullback to also buy into company that has value in that industry. Is very, very important. I share that. Also look at the top gainers as we speak now. We are seeing that NASCOM is also leading in that 10% up as a result of what the major news in the market between National Salt and Dangote Sugar and also Dangote rice. These are the things that are driving that stock. And also we are seeing NEM Insurance also almost 9.9% up. We are seeing Transcorp also trading almost 5.80. Transcorp have now broken up kind of another strong resistance level recently. But how far we go from here for those that are not greedy, that trade their plans. I think also most of them are taking profit this hour, which is hard to trade. Even others are making money. Also, that people also jumping at this level. If you meet your target, you take your profit. It's not a crime. You must know how to take profit in the market, because I said it earlier, and also I'll repeat that most of the traders in our market today, no one to buy, no one to sell. But I believe Investdata is changing the narrative that you must know how to take profit, so that the market that will take you up will not bring you down. That is how to trade. You must know why you are taking profit, because you know also what to do with the profit the next opportunity will come. If you taking profit doesn't mean that you want to sell down. That's why it's good to know exactly when to take profit. Also looking at the gainers, also have seen that Suno Assurance also are rebounded this morning after yesterday. We saw the pullback yesterday. It's also gained almost 9%, 9.7% up. These are the top gainers as we speak right away. I believe that the market is still very, very strong this hour. If you look at the activity chart, we are seeing that Transcorp is also dominating. Don't forget that in the last 3 days, we are seeing more than 100 million shares traded in Transcorp. That are also remain. For this hour, we are seeing about 68.9 million shares traded so far, followed by Fidelity Bank. Fidelity Bank is about 720 kobo, 12.6 6 million shares traded, followed by Dangote Sugar at 47 naira 10 kobo, 11.7 million shares traded so far. and we're seeing LBN holding 16 naira 50 gobo around the 10.7 million share traded. Finally, in that active chart is no Universal Insurance about trading about 7.7 million share. You can see that the volume this morning is also relatively low. But when we saw that high volume about 500 and something yesterday, more than that's a very high volume in recent time, and market pullback is send also a signal. But this morning was also a reversal or but the volume again is still very small. You need to also watch because I tell you that volume speak very very volume speak much when it comes to technical analysis. We are seeing the volume that pulled the market back was very huge yesterday. Today we are seeing the market going up, but we are seeing a slim volume. We need to also consider things, and that's why we are going back to our chart to see what the market is doing with the chart. That will also help us to know exactly what to do with our position right away. And that is why this live class is very important for every one of us that always make our time to join the class every trading hour. You can see that the index, the Osha index with the index action is still on a bullish trend. It has not changed. We are seeing that it's still trading above the T line, above also the 5,000 mark. But we want to look at very critical thing right away. You see, this is strong. Let me put it there. This line is strong support level right away, which I'm taking it far from before I draw it live here from here. Yes, want to take it here. You can see. Can see the point I will for this is a strong bearish candle here. Under it, you can see that this is a strong support level for the market. Recently, after market have broken out the 64,000 mark, that will remain a strong support level, as we speak. Then I want to draw another line so that you understand what I'm saying. Yesterday we saw that the market break out the 66,000 mark to test 66,185.04 yesterday before pulling back on profit taking or sell off that yesterday. That means now market is at this peak now. You can see where the market is now. This is a strong resistance level, right away. You can see now market as what we call a rectangle now, and this also we call it a rectangle or a resistance and support level. You can see this is what we call the value area of the market right away. From here to here is the value area of the market. Anything a breakout from this where it tells that the market is making an uptrend, a breakdown here of what the market is making a downtrend. This is the value area of the market, and we are looking at this value area to see where the market will move from here. What did the next level from after the market have tested the strong resistance level and came down, and also now we're seeing again. Ideally, when you see an uptrend like this, market is trending up, you now see this what we call invert hammer or an uptrend. It is that it's a sign for what a reversal, and that's why you must think outside the box when you're looking at the technical analysis to combine. And you saw it on a big volume. It's a sign that but this morning we're seeing a reversal that the market tries to continue. But this until market take away this play out that also here, a touch here, and then when I say market is back, market is relatively weak here until you're able to cover back this this move that he made, but didn't sustain it. Once he came able to cover it, and that will now say a new trend, and also a new trend has also continued. But it's good that yes, we saw a slowdown after like 4 days rally, but now we're seeing a green movement this hour, which is also good for the market. But we must know where the market is in a value area. Once market break out this level again, this 66,000 again, with a good volume on a strong momentum, that will now say that market is moving award either 17 years high or or going to that. It's also the market is moving above, trading above what we saw in 2000 and what in 2008 when the market traded about 65,000 and 800 and something. But today market has tested 66. That means market is already until break out now see a new trend also coming. But the good thing is that I'll tell you for year to date, the market has maintained a good momentum. That's why we're seeing oscillation that which is also part of the market. You see pull back here, continue, pull back here. This tells you that there must all be what this oscillation to create opportunity to buy low and sell high. But I tell you, most time it's strategy that when you see a market that's making high, it's going to buy an average high. But when market is breaking down, you now see that yes, there's a strong support level. Like I tell you that you don't catch a falling knife. When market is able to get to a level and stand at that level, you see that yes, volume start changing and start seeing a reversal. That is where also to buy into that that position. Even the market itself or individual price action is telling you the same pattern. You must follow all this to know exactly what is happening in the market and follow that trend as it goes. Yes, we want to call other. I believe that you understand what I've explained here. That markets are at the value area. The breakout here will have to go. For me, there's no cause for alarm at all this point. Let's keep our work close. Like I said, the inflation is still above no 24, and also we're seeing an adjustment from no from 12.15 that had the highest so far to around the 13.9. Yet even when if treasury bill moves to 15%, still are below the treasury inflation rate, and the inflation rate for the month of August also come out. These are the things we're looking at, and the factors that are putting the inflation pressure are still there. It has not changed. No, until we start seeing a cool down on it, and also if also the government stop borrowing and start inflation interest rates coming down, going to be a plus for the market. And it's time for you to position. And also, if you get it right, those sectors that were seeing that they are posting negative earnings before the end of the year or early 2024, want to see them start posting a positive number. That is why, as an investor like this class, you should know where to be and also why you should be there. The banks pulling back for me is an opportunity for you to buy, because it's the news of the delay in terms of the notification they are giving us that make people to be panicking in the banking stock. But there is potential in that banking stock, stocks, especially this first year bank that are likely to come with what come with the dividend. For me, let's keep our finger crossed and invest with knowledge, because I tell you, knowledge is key in equity investment, and you must think outside the box anytime you are trading, and let your what investment objective and reality around the way you are investing. Any domain you are in US, you are in China, anywhere, let what is happening in that environment also guide you. We are seeing how policy, somersault, how policy, statement, how reforms are also influencing our macroeconomic fundamentals. You need to also go around it and don't just push it away. You must consider them when you are taking your what investment decision. It's very, very important. Yes, normal here in this class, we'll go back to look at our indicators. They are very, very important to us, especially our money flow and what and our T line. Now today, we're going to look at our MACD today. We're doing our MACD as usual. We're looking at our money flow, and also we're looking at our what? Our exponential. Yes, we don't want to crowd the chart. That's why we're taking these ones for this hour. Let's change this one to what? Our H. Yeah. Okay. Yes, like I've said, you can see the chart now very well. You can see the blue line. The market is above the blue line. Yes, trading flat on above it. You can see that's a trending there. Good one. And still within what the value area, as I've mentioned earlier, you can see it here. And once the market break out this up, or after I tested it, you can see it here. That will give us. But if you come down and look at your MACD histogram, look at it very well here. I think you are seeing this histogram here. That's the way that it's trending to become bullish again. And look at what can see what our blue line is, where it's going. Once it crossed the T line, the red line here, that was to confirm what a bullish MACD. And once you see the bullish MACD, it's also a plus. But we're seeing that this our market is trending. Yesterday we saw that market almost money flow was around 71.33, but right now I can see that it has pulled back to around 67. But let's see what the market trade, or as we go into deeper into the trading day today. These are at midday. We expect to see more afternoon traders coming back to the market, and anything can happen. But as to speak, market is still very, very strong at this moment. Let's keep our finger crossed as we watch the trend. But I'll tell you that for morning flow is looking down, but not still bad, because it's still above the 50, and we're seeing MACD becoming almost bullish, and we're seeing the number of gainers. Market rate is positive, and as at this hour we're seeing a small volume. I told you that once yesterday we saw this invert hammer, that market like to come down, but now we're seeing another trend entirely. We're seeing the investor considering other factors after seeing that movement. And don't forget that liquidity in the system also has improved. Why I say improved, we saw about a trillion naira that was shared for the month of among the Treasury of government, which is called the FAC. And also we saw maturity of some bond on the 20s, 23, 24th also. This also boosted liquidity. We believe that this liquidity will also find way. And I said earlier, Nicola, we have not seen the institutional investor taking an active position as they're analyzing what the recent earnings. I believe that their all eyes is still on what on this first year bounce. That also gives them a clue where they should be looking at as we speak. But that is not a problem. Let's continue to look at what is happening in the market. But you can see now for a day chart, let's quickly look at a 1 hour chart. On a 1 hour chart, market is still flat. You can see that a 1 hour chart was still market recovery after pulling back below the T line. You can see it here now up, and we're seeing that MACD is also trying to turn bearish, crossing bearish, crossing the red one down. But you can see money flow is looking up. I can see a missed technical here right away now on the 1 hour chart, but good one that that we're seeing the money flow right to look up, but until break out the 50 point, that is sure we'll stay, but good one that is looking up around 32, 34, which is good. Let's quickly look at 15 minutes start for the index. That also give us more insight, what is happening. On the 15-minute start, I will tell you that is a good one. We are seeing that the market is still trending up, can see it here up here above the T line. Mark this also confirming almost a bullish trend, and money flow is already reading also around the 45. This giving us that more strength is in the market, and for me, that is not that we should not worry. Rather, we just invest wisely and don't take any panic decision as we speak. Right away, we want to look at some stuff that we need to consider. We want to quickly look at what is happening in Transcorp before we go to others. Transcorp that we are seeing the price crossing the last resistance level. What will investor be doing right away? Yeah, even at 15 minutes chart, you can see that it's still trading above the T line. You can see that it remains flat. Yes, on 15 minutes, that we are seeing a sign of weakness of see the market trading down and money flow looking down, which also is part of profit taking activities. Also, is a sign of it. But it's good that it's above that. Look at 1 hour chart. Then we'll now come to a day chart to conclude. On the 1 hour chart, you can see that the stock is very, very sharp. The candlestick here, the price action is very, very strong. I can see a good volume also supporting it. Good for me is a good one. And MACD is becoming more bullish. You can see that it's extending what you can see ascending histogram here. You can see the histogram is going up higher, and money flow is already 94 points, which is also good for it on a 1 hour chart. But finally, look at the day chart for this stock. On the day chart, it has confirmed that the stock are broken outward the strong resistance level here, which I was supposed to discuss, which I told you on Wednesday. Thursday didn't discuss yesterday. You can see that yesterday it broke that out and broke it on a strong volume, and you can see that MACD is becoming more bullish. But for those that are taking profit, you are taking a good decision, because you are taking profit, it didn't set down and watch the one that remaining. You can still see that the MACD is still going. What's it called? The candlestick is still very strong. You can see 1, 2, 3. This is what we call three soldier technical analysis. It's a good sign that the momentum is there, still very, very strong. For those that are taking profit, fine. For those that want to buy at this point that are jumping in, no problem. Depending on your investment objective. Don't forget that this stock has touched as high as 6.80 kobo. We'll take like a monthly chart. Let's look at the monthly chart to give us that straight analysis. Fine, good one. You can see this chart here. It has formed what we call a saucer here. And when you see this saucer, this length that you are seeing here likely to repeat in the upside. That means once you break out this level, this is a monthly chart, very strong one. I tell you, this is a good chart. There is still potential of this stock to rally up again. For those that have taken profit, we are still in order since we didn't set down. Those that are still there, these are chopping in, and there's no cause for alarm. You can see from what I'm seeing, this the height has gone around the 68 before pulling back. I see that 7 naira is the highest here, but I touched around 68 before it pulled back, and that's the highest for the last almost 5 years. But now coming back to see it going up, for me, it's a good one. But you can see this is a saucer we are seeing here, and this saucer tell that there must also be upside potential for this stock. I can see volume improving around this area, and MACD is coming positive. Even on a on a monthly chart, you can see that money flow is already around the 98, 96, 98, and still trading above the T line on the monthly chart. For me, it's a good one. So T line is very, very important for you. In any time frame you are using it, is very, very key. Guide you as your resistance and support level to know exactly what you are doing in the market. I can see that this saucer chart pattern we are seeing here is a clue that there's still high potential for this stock to go up, because I tell you that it has touched 66.80 kobo, and once you're able to break out this, and this will be the highest price. Once you break that, means this stock is taking another dimension. And we are seeing what is happening in the economy today. This is a company that out of the for 4.8, I mean 4,000, 5,000 megawatts we are producing as a nation. About 2,000 or 2,000.3 is coming out from Transcorp alone. It tells that there is open door for them, that more money will come, and that's why I'm not surprised when I saw the Q2 number was different from that we saw from Giregu. You can see that Giregu price, and also that this one, there's a lot of potential for this company to go higher. And I believe that for those that are taking long or medium term, it's a good one to them, but you might not see a good dividend that will support this price. But because of shareholding structure and also the positive sentiment for the energy industry, when that is a utility company, that also will be a plus. Like the chairman have said that there's no plan for them to list the transport energy in the next 5 years. If that that surface and if they keep to it, that means we need to still value this stock until they start thinking of what by stripping the energy from what the transport. Also, don't forget what is happening in the transport hotel, what is happening in UBA, and also what is happening in UCAP. These are considered where the price is. I believe that this one is one of them that was likely going to come to that level because of the potential they are seeing. Might see more interest. That's why you are seeing volume coming out. This is stock to also to watch if you are in this stock because I see potential in this stock. Yes, because of our time, we really want to look at what is happening in NASCOM. NASCOM, the news that I brought it there, and that of Dangote sugar. But also you want to look at how far will they go. You can see that NASCOM is selling. You can see that it's selling above its price. How many? You can see the highest price it has touched before was around 24 naira. You can see now almost 44 as we speak now. You can see it's this a new get more than 16 to 15 years high. We're seeing right away in this stock now as we speak. It tells you what is happening in this stock now. It tells you what is happening. We're seeing a new momentum, and this is as well of what the merger news. And don't forget that the value chain of a food business in Nigeria, looking at other that are in that similar industry, what is happening to them in the market. These are the things. But we'll discuss more on this tomorrow at the premium class Q&A section. I say thank you and enjoy the rest of your trading days for today. See you on Monday, hopefully. For those that in the premium class, we'll be discussing more of this with our guest speaker tomorrow. We'll be free to ask questions tomorrow and give you more insight on this to the glory of God tomorrow. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.